sound very hateful. You really do. Are you filming us right now?
Yeah. Beat it.
Beat it. You can't film it here. I told you it's illegal.
In the old days, Bo and Luke Duke used to fight police corruption in Hazard, Kentucky.
Well, I guess we only got one choice.
Go for it.
These days, a new hero has emerged. Meet Dallas,
You can support the police and still ask questions of the government.
who walked into the police station in Hazard, Kentucky. A free man, just a good old boy trying to hold the police accountable, and walked out in handcuffs.
I was going to do a record request and I wasn't here early enough. Just like basic stuff. Like a personnel file of each officer. I got a YouTube channel.
I'm telling you, turn your camera off, please. Give you one more chance. And you're going to turn your camera off, please.
And although, like Boss Hogg, the Hazard police chief, thought that he was untouchable, in fact, he wasn't.
Hazard City Manager confirmed to LEX 18 the City Commission voted unanimously last night to terminate Chief Williams. He says they want to go in another direction.
Once again, YouTube exposes a tyrant, and now he's gone. But why the success so far in this case, but not in many others? Let's go through it. This all happened on July 29th of this year when Dallas Campbell arrived at the Hazard Police Department to submit a Kentucky Open Records request. Now, Dallas Campbell has a YouTube channel called Appalachian News First. The About section of his channel says that his goals are to highlight first responders and fire departments, eliminate the divide between citizens and law enforcement, advocate for our constitutional rights, educate citizens and law enforcement officers of our rights, promote government reform and police accountability, and cover random news events in the community, and to encourage citizens to participate in their local government, also to learn as much as I can, and most importantly, to have fun and laugh more. So he identifies himself as a beginner journalist, beginner photographer, videographer, freedom-loving American, and Kentucky proud. So July 29th, he's going to make this open records request under Kentucky law. He walks into the public lobby of the police department, but the self-identified clerk who he encounters behind the glass immediately does not want to comply with his request.
I was going to do a record request and I wasn't here early enough the other day.
A record request?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it an accident?
It's like, I got like 5 of them.
Accident reports?
No. Just like basic stuff. Like a list of all employees and hire date and salary, and then like which.
Like a background check on them, or
Just like their media. I got a YouTube channel. Like a personnel file of each officer. Or just like.
Of the officers?
Yeah. I mean, not their actual like complaints and stuff like that. Just their hire date, their name, salary.
Well, they can't release the salary.
Oh yeah, they will. That's absolutely public records.
You can ask him, not unless you work here. They can't.
Well, just take my request and send it to your clerk, and they'll deny it.
I am the clerk, honey. I'm trying to figure it out, but you can lose that attitude. You don't have to be rude and towards me.
I ain't got an attitude.
You sound very hateful. You really do.
Sorry you feel that way.
I'm trying to help you, but I'm not understanding what you're saying.
I know.
I can't give you information on the officers. Now, I can give you a list with their name on it and their badge number.
Yeah.
Like, I can't give you, like, their pay and stuff like that.
You fill out a records request.
There's not.
Y'all got a form?
I don't know.
You're the records clerk.
You've had something like
She's the records clerk?
Yeah, but I don't do, like, it's like I do accident reports, honey. Like, you know, like if you get in a wreck and you need to come get that accident report to take it to court or a CAD, is mainly what I'm for.
Right.
It's not like the payroll clerk and stuff like that. They're hiring someone else to do that. But I, you know, no, I'm looking for a request form. I think I have it. This is a dispatch request form. That's not what he knows, is it? I don't think that girl was here before we recorded everything I filled out. I've got the information request form instead. Dispatch is that we do. I don't know.
But just put it in writing that you're requesting records and put down what you want.
Yeah, that's all you got. You can fill it out on a blank sheet. The law says you can fill it out on a blank sheet of paper. Anything. You can fill it out on anything, a records request. I already got it if y'all want to give me a stamped copy. Huh?
Are you filming this right now?
Huh?
Are you filming us right now?
Yeah.
During the interaction, the clerk and the chief Darren Williams, who's standing there watching the whole thing, they tell Dallas that it's illegal for him to be recording. Now, I have a copy of the lawsuit that was filed in September by Dallas's lawyer, and that takes the position that it was not illegal under Kentucky law to film as Dallas was doing. Indeed, Dallas was not charged with the allegedly illegal act of filming inside the lobby of that police station. And I know this hasn't happened yet, but after Dallas was arrested, according to the lawsuit, while Dallas was waiting to be taken to the jail after his arrest, the clerk took his phone and deleted the video from it without his permission as Chief Williams stood by. So had that been a crime, that was evidence of a crime that they then deleted. So did they destroy evidence? No, because it wasn't a crime. But they did attempt to destroy his property. Obviously, he saved it somehow.
Are you filming us right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you can't do that.
that's illegal in the police station.
I don't think it is.
He's the chief of police, sir.
This is a secure government building. You can't film it. You're police turn it off.
I ain't gonna turn it off.
You gotta beat it.
Huh?
You beat it.
Beat it.
Beat it. You can't film it here. I told you it's illegal. You can't.
What's the law?
Wait just a minute, I'll show you.
We'll do print you off the list. I know it's a little hard.
Turn your camera off or leave.
What law was it?
I told you this is a secure government building. You cannot film here.
I disagree.
I don't care. Well,
What if I don't leave?
if you don't leave, I'll make you leave. Now, are you going to leave or not? Call me somebody come out here and raise this guy. Why are you doing this?
Because the media should have right to that information.
So you should have a right to come here and argue with the police chief about whether or not you can film here. I'm telling you, turn your camera off, leave. Give you one more chance. And you're going to turn your camera off, leave.
Don't touch my camera.
Because I can't. Unless I'm about to get sick of you.
Just arrest me.
I am. Damn, I'm waiting on somebody to come down here and arrest me. Don't put my hands on.
No.
Let me tell you something, bud. You don't come in here and tell me what to do. This is my police station.
You work for the people, though.
I work for the city of Hazard. I don't work for you. You don't come in here and tell me what to do. You don't come in here and tell me what I have to do and say. You understand that?
I hear you.
Just sit down. Sit down right here.
They're on their way,
All right. Absolutely ridiculous. You come in here and have yourself put in jail for no reason. Don't turn that back on. I'm telling you.
Despite the fact that he had actually committed no crime at all, after being arrested, Dallas was charged with menacing and disorderly conduct. Those charges were terminated in Dallas's favor when the Perry County attorney moved to dismiss those charges on November 4th, 2024. So the charges were all dismissed. Then a lawsuit was filed, and also Dallas published on his YouTube channel the video footage that you're seeing right now. This, in turn, got the local news reporting on it. You have this trifecta of a lawsuit, YouTube footage, which then was picked up by several large YouTube channels, and then the local news reporting on it. That together coalesced into a large amount of public outrage directed at Hazard County, Kentucky. The one perfectly consistent way to get accountability is when the politicians behind the badge start getting worried about their own continued future political viability. Usually they will have a knee-jerk support for their police officers, as they apparently did here, because they only did that once public outrage reached a certain point. But once you reach that point, they just go ahead and throw Chief Williams under the bus.
We've been telling you about lawsuits against Hazard Chief Darren Williams. Well, now we've learned he's been fired.
Campbell didn't get his records and instead was arrested. His charges just recently dismissed. He believes this video prompted public outcry and pressured officials to fire Williams.
It's kind of surprising on one hand, but not on the other. I mean, it seemed like it was writing on the wall. But
Hazard City Manager confirmed to LEX 18 the City Commission voted unanimously last night to terminate Chief Williams. He says they want to go in another direction. As we reported, Campbell is suing the city and Williams for false arrest and malicious prosecution.
They didn't choose to react whenever they charged Dallas, and we had argued that case in court, had it dismissed, and raised some serious questions about the evidence, about the claims. There was no reaction.
Campbell hopes Williams' firing will lead to a culture change.
I do think that there obviously needs to be more training on open records and how the police department could be more transparent.
As Campbell's attorney Rex Kilburn said, Hazard County only chose to do this once they realized that the public was upset about it. Prior to that, they were okay with it, apparently. And there's also one other thing. You noticed that Dallas is just a reasonable, nice guy. He was completely polite the entire time. Even in the TV news interviews, he doesn't come off as overly biased in any direction. He's just engaging in this honest endeavor at being a citizen journalist, and he laid out his goals right there, and they're all good ones. So he's a likable guy. He appealed to the public. He would appeal to a jury. He would appeal to a judge. And you can't underestimate how important that is. Perhaps the most important thing in civil rights litigation is having a sympathetic plaintiff. That is so important, even though there's no black and white law that is affected by it. It's an extremely important consideration. So that's another reason why this was successful in getting rid of this tyrant sheriff. I've been in contact with Dallas and with his attorney, and they've promised to keep me updated as this lawsuit goes on. So expect more updates, hopefully some exciting ones. They also provided me with a full copy of their second amended complaint that has all the allegations and lays out all of the legal principles involved, including the fact that Dallas was entitled to what he was requesting under Kentucky law, and that it was not illegal to videotape in the way that he was doing. So I'll post a copy of that on the blog, linked in the first pinned comment below, like always. So you can follow along too by subscribing both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at JohnBryanESQ, also called the Civil Rights Lawyer there. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.